Live. No wait weather and traffic on CW 39 Houston.
Good morning to you on this Thursday morning. Meteorologist Adam Kruger here and our Sky Tracker Network camera live right there looking at the Galleria. One spot where the weather is quiet this morning, but we actually have a couple of showers hitting parts of our region, especially north of Houston right now. So we're starting the day today a little different than yesterday. A little isolated rain. We do expect a bit more of it as we get into this afternoon. But again, the story like we've seen lately with the rain is it's not covering a lot of ground. So some folks might get a little bit. Most locations probably won't see much. And if you've been outside any time over the last several days, you know that it is hot and it is humid out there. That will be the case once again today as well. So the hour-by-hour forecast here showing this morning temperatures low 80s to around 80 degrees. And as we continue through our morning, we're going to be in the upper 80s at about 10 o'clock, 11 a.m. already up to 90 degrees. Probably topping out in the mid to close to upper 90s later on this afternoon. Again, it will feel hotter though. And as far as the rain goes, a little bit of that isolated stuff this morning, that should pass by, and then maybe a little more coming in a bit later on in our afternoon. Let's take a look at radar right now. I can show you where we have a few of these showers. So most of our Houston area commuters not experiencing much, but around Spring, the Woodlands, and up north of Harris County over towards Hempstead up to 90, we do have a couple of isolated showers that a few folks will see this morning. Right now, let's go live to meteorologist Kerrigan Chauvin talking a little bit more about just how hot it's going to feel once again out there today. Kerrigan.
Yeah, we sound like broken records saying, hey, it's going to feel like triple digits once again for the afternoon, but until it is subsiding, that heat, we're going to keep talking about it, feeling more like 103 as we head into our 2 o'clock hour, and then warming up to around 105 by the hottest part of our day today. But we are going to be talking about why we sweat so much throughout the morning time. That'll be my next story for today. We'll be talking about how our body handles this heat. Summertime heat that we're experiencing for this time of year. Now this pattern, not atypical for this time of year here in Texas. Another hot and humid day on the way with that chance of rain also in the forecast. Taking a live look at the roadways for this morning. Traffic moving smooth. Lots of cars out here though. Let's go ahead and send things over to Hannah for a look at traffic.
Well, we are starting off the morning with a couple of areas we're going to keep a close eye on because of big issues. Let's go out live to our Train Star camera on the southwest side of town. This is out in Sugar Land where 69 meets up with Williams Trace, so right before you get to Highway 6. This is a vehicle fire, so there are fire trucks on scene. Those are the flashing lights that you see. Those frontage roads are completely blocked off because of it on the southbound side or outbound side of the freeway. Main lanes looking good, no big issues for you. So if you do have to take that Williams Trace exit, stick to the main lanes and exit at Highway 6, U-turn from there. You can still take part of that intersection where that frontage road is, but you can't continue traveling southbound. So let's go ahead and put that on the map, and then I'll talk to you about another issue where I actually have some good news for those of you on the northwest side. But here's where that vehicle fire has taken place. Sugar Lakes, Williams Trace Boulevard, either side of the road there. Just be prepared to see those flashing lights and police officers, fire truck on scene. Now let's go to the northwest side. You see that purple? I always say that marks off a total closure of the freeway. Well, about 30 seconds ago, seriously, 30 seconds ago, right when we went on air, they opened them back up. So what happened here? This was an overnight fatal accident involving a motorcycle, and crews on scene investigating what exactly happened. Reports stating that the driver actually drove away from the scene, and so a Good Samaritan followed them, called 911. Deputies do have the person involved, but main lanes back open, traveling outbound on the Northwest Freeway, trying to get outside the Beltway. Sharon, over to you.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Well, let's go ahead and get started with today's border report for just a moment. Anyone suspected of traveling with migrants in Texas will be stopped and turned around. It's part of Governor Greg Abbott's new order restricting transportation of migrants due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The order allows DPS to stop any vehicle upon reasonable suspicion of carrying migrants and to reroute them to wherever they came from. They're also allowed to impound cars that violate that order. Abbott says the unlawful crossings have led to a dramatic rise in COVID-19 cases, but the ACLU of Texas is calling it another assault on civil rights. Well, the group released this statement saying in part that, quote, the order will lead to racial profiling and over-policing, with state troopers pulling over cars and buses without lawful justification, end quote. Well, dozens of Texans you see right there, along with former Democrat Congressman Beto O'Rourke, are leading a 30-mile voting rights march. It started yesterday in Georgetown and will end this weekend at the state capitol in Austin. O'Rourke and his voter outreach program called Powered by the People has partnered with Reverend William Barber and the Poor People's Campaign to host this march. They say it's all in an effort to combat voter suppression in Texas and around the country. They're also pushing to pass all provisions of the For the People Act. This legislation would touch on virtually every aspect of how elections are conducted. Well, some Texas hospitals are updating their visitor policies as COVID-19 variants continue to spread throughout the state. In Amarillo, for instance, Northwest Texas healthcare system removed most of its waiting room furniture and capped waiting spaces in its facility. In Lubbock, UMC Health System allows 2 visitors for non-COVID patients. Baylor Scott & White, which has locations in North and Central Texas, is limiting visitors to 1 guest in most situations.
We're trying to protect our patients, we're trying to protect our staff, we're trying to protect their family members. And so they're all done out of a place of trying to, as best we can, manage the spread of COVID even within our facilities.
Most places are not allowing visitors for COVID-19 patients. Roughly 5,000 Texans are currently hospitalized because of COVID-19. That's the most since early March. Well, as the Delta variant spreads rapidly across the country, the federal government is scrambling to contain it. The CDC has reversed its mask mandates and says in order to try and help decrease the spread to others. Our own Washington correspondent Alexandra Lamont joins us now live to talk about that and reports that President Biden is expected to deliver remarks today on what other steps the federal government will take. Good morning, Alexandra.
Morning. That's right. Today, President Biden is expected to announce a requirement for all federal employees and contractors to be vaccinated or submit to strict regular COVID-19 testing. As the number of COVID-19 infections spikes because of the Delta variant and the number of people getting vaccinated is stagnant, the White House is now considering stronger action, like a vaccine mandate for the federal workforce.
The pandemic we have now is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Earlier this week, the Department of Veteran Affairs became the first federal agency to implement a COVID-19 vaccine mandate. California and New York State also implemented their own vaccine mandates for state employees, or those employees can submit to regular testing instead.
I think we need dramatic action to get control of this situation.
According to the CDC, 69.3% of adults have received at least 1 dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. That number still just shy of the 70% President Biden wanted to reach by the 4th of July. This week, the CDC also reversed recommendations on mask wearing, saying even vaccinated adults should wear masks indoors in areas of high spread. Republicans on Capitol Hill are critical of that decision, saying it could hurt efforts to vaccinate more Americans.
People will say, whoa, so you're telling me the vaccines aren't really effective? Well, then I'm not going to get one. So I think this is a mistake.
This week, the Department of Justice also cleared the way for private sector employers to require vaccines as a condition of employment.
Well, quick question for you, Alex. While we're following all of that, big news on Capitol Hill last night when it comes to the Senate finally taking some action on the really talked about infrastructure deal. Can you give us more info on what happened?
Yeah, so while a small group of senators has been working now for months behind the scenes to try to get this infrastructure bill together, last night the Senate voted to approve for the full Senate to begin working on that infrastructure bill, officially begin amending it. And so we're talking about the $1 trillion infrastructure bill here that would invest in roads, bridges, and traditional infrastructure. It does not include moving forward with the $3.5 trillion that the president wants to invest in what he calls human infrastructure.
All right, good to know. All right, that's Alexandra Lamont reporting live for us from Washington, D.C. We'll see you later in the show as well. Thank you. Back here at home, we are watching, of course, what's in store for our weather. And I had to pull out my umbrella once again because I thought I saw some raindrops, Star.
Well, there are some areas receiving some of those pops of energy this morning, Sharon. But all in all, we can expect another hot and humid day ahead of us, as well as some showers and thunderstorms in the early afternoon and into our evenings. And you'll see that here starting with today. We're still in that upper 90 range as far as our temperature. Those pops of isolated to scattered showers will be here to get us through at least the early part of our weekend, where we also see our highs going into an even higher 90 range. We're talking 97 back to back for both Saturday as well as Sunday. We'll see some more of those clear conditions move in by our Sunday. Now we get to next week, and I think one of the biggest things here is seeing that small decline in those temperatures. We're starting off in that 95 range for Monday. By the time we get towards Tuesday, we do have one of those summer frontals that usually makes its way just through the Houston area coming in, and we'll see the increase for some more of those rain chances as well as those storms making their way in. By Wednesday, we are still in that lower 90 range with the chance for some more isolated to scattered rain chances. Hannah?
All right, Star, we are following those slick roads on the North Freeway up in the Woodlands around Spring, as Adam was mentioning earlier, where that rain is falling right now. So I wanted you to get a good look at it. It's not affecting that overall commute, though. Heading in closer to town, 610 the North Loop at Shepherd. A new accident to let you know about. This one involves a truck, a heavy truck, possibly an 18-wheeler here as you make your way westbound. You're traveling from the North Freeway to 290. As we go to the map, it's not affecting those traffic flows just yet, but I would expect in the next couple of minutes, the next time I'm up here talking about traffic, we will see a slow spot there. You can take the frontage road for right now if you just want to avoid the main lanes. Now to those drive times. If you're traveling inbound on the North Freeway, don't forget about that rain, but 24 minutes from Woodlands Parkway to downtown. 290, 288, pretty calm and quiet. Remember that accident outbound on 290 right around Gessner has cleared. All main lanes are back open. Onto the east side, I-10 Gulf Freeway 225. No big problems for you so far. Katy Freeway sitting at 24 minutes, 17 minutes on the East Tex, and coming in from Sugar Land, 14 minutes, Williams Trace to downtown. The frontage road outbound is where we are following that vehicle fire report. That intersection is closed. Let's take a live view through our Sky Tracker network now at the Wells Fargo Plaza in downtown Houston to another gorgeous sunrise. You're watching CW 39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic. Houston roads are busy again. We're in the thick of it daily to help you navigate, so you'll never be late for work.
No wait, weather and traffic on CW 39.
Times change and you gotta keep up for life's new adventures. Unlock your potential. Remove excess fat in inches with Zerona laser treatments from Innovative Lasers of Houston. Visit innovativelasersofhouston.com. Your time is now.
Finding an electricity plan can be confusing. Introducing PowerWizard. PowerWizard's smart technology compares hundreds of electricity plans, finds the best one for you, and manages the switching process on your behalf. PowerWizard reminds you when it's time to renew and does the renewal for you. With PowerWizard, you will never overpay for electricity ever again. Visit PowerWizard.com and find out how much you can save. PowerWizard, electricity savings in a flash.
Now during the Rooms to Go store-wide sofa and sectional sale. Shop an incredible selection of beautiful sectionals on sale. That's right, great-looking sectionals at great sale prices. Make the family room your favorite room with low interest-free monthly payments. Shop fabric sectionals, leather sectionals, reclining sectionals too. Find your perfect sectional like this and more on sale with interest-free financing for 50 months. Now during the Rooms to Go store-wide sofa and sectional sale.
Hello, I'm Andrew Womack, and I'd like to invite you to join me daily, every weekday, for the Gospel Truth broadcast right here on this station. The times are on your screen, but you know, this is just a program where I teach from God's Word things that have changed my life, and I know they would change yours. So check it out each weekday, the Gospel Truth broadcast right here on this station.
Destination Japan. Tokyo's metro and subway systems provide the most efficient way to get around Tokyo, especially when using a prepaid Pasmo or Suica card. These Interlink systems are renowned for safety and punctuality. Thanks to a high frequency of trains, platform wait times average only 3 to 5 minutes. Destination Japan. Brought to you by
Burlington, where you can get incredible deals at wow prices every day.
Time moves so fast. Time to start living for you. Rediscover your best self. Remove excess fat and inches with Zerona laser treatments from Innovative Lasers of Houston. Visit innovativelasersofhouston.com. Your time is now.
Houston, we're bringing you the best at 9.
Watch ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 9 on CW 39 every night.
And welcome back, everyone. Let's go ahead and take this live look courtesy of our Sky Tracker network in Austin. Students across our state will be returning to school very soon. I know, kids, you don't like to hear that, but it's the case. That's why the Texas State Teachers Association is calling for Governor Greg Abbott to withdraw his prohibition on mask mandates. The TSTA says Abbott should allow individual school districts to require mask use if local officials believe it would help protect the health of their communities. The American Academy of Pediatrics has already recommended that everyone older than 2 wear a mask when they go back to school. Well, speaking of back to school, the 5th annual We've Got Your Back event is happening today. And this morning, volunteers are up early getting those bags ready for all of those great students. Each year, Western Wealth Capital Apartment Communities partners with the local community to provide school supply kits and backpacks to school-age children throughout the Houston area apartments that they manage. In fact, the backpacks will include a lot of school district-approved supply kits with notebooks and other vital supplies like pens and art supplies. This year, it's going to give out supplies at 8 different apartment properties, too. The giveaways are happening at the 8 locations listed on your screen from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. So we're so excited. Go to our website, CW39.com, for more information. We're going to have more throughout our show, so stick around for that. Well, you don't have to wait for your weather. Meteorologist Kerrigan Chauvin is joining us live outside to tell us what is going on the roads and also in our weather. Good morning, Kerrigan.
Good morning, Sharon. Well, it's going to be another steamy afternoon, and while you're out maybe getting ready for that morning run or that morning walk, you're thinking, oh boy, it's going to be another sweaty one. So why does our body sweat so much whenever the humidity is higher? Well, it's a natural process. Sweat is the body's natural way of cooling down. Evaporation is a cooling process. So as your body produces that sweat and it gets evaporated off of your skin, the temperature of your body will be going down. If the air around you is drier, the sweat's going to evaporate just fine. But if the air around you is saturated or near saturation, like we're seeing here today, the humid air is going to slow down that evaporation process, really hampering your body's ability to cool down, making it feel much hotter. So that is why we sweat so much more whenever the humidity is higher here in southeastern Texas. Reporting, I'm meteorologist Kerrigan Chauvin.
All right, thanks, Kerrigan. And I want to start now this weather segment with a look at some wild video from just north of Austin yesterday. There was a collapsing thunderstorm that caused a microburst. Our sister station in Austin, KXAN, sharing this video from one of their viewers. I'm going to try to bring this full screen for you here. Watch this. This is amazing. It almost looks like a tornado is going by, but these are just strong straight line winds blasting through here. It looks like there was some type of likely tree damage in that particular area. All right, let's talk about what we have happening here now. And on radar, you can see a few showers, not thunderstorms, but just showers drifting across our northern areas, north of Houston, around the Woodlands. We've seen some rain here this morning. And this little wave of rain is likely going to continue to push off towards the north. So I don't think this hits Houston this morning. Later this afternoon, though, it's another one of those situations where some isolated showers and storms could pop up once again. Let me walk you through the day here on Futurecast. So we're starting a couple hours ahead at 8 o'clock this morning. There's that little line of spotty rain north that will continue to go northward. So things settle down midday, but then coming in from the coast, some isolated showers and storms may pop up around here this afternoon and maybe lasting into the evening. Here's a look at 9 p.m. and then it goes away. Tomorrow, again, we start seeing some rain coming up in the morning and maybe pushing through our area during the afternoon hours tomorrow. These are sea breeze generated showers and storms. A lot of time that'll happen during the afternoon hours. Temperatures today going up into the middle part of the 90s. You factor in that humidity, and this is what it's going to feel like. Kerrigan was talking about that sweat not really getting a chance to evaporate today when it's real humid, and that's why it feels hotter to us. The heat index may be up towards 105. All right, now let's take a look, courtesy of our Sky Tracker network, at Tokyo, Japan, where the Olympics, of course, are underway. Team USA continues to dominate in the pool, and another big name out due to COVID-19. Matt Barnes has the latest news from Tokyo.
Hello from Tokyo on an exciting day 6 here at the Olympic Games. Another great medal haul for Team USA in the Tokyo Aquatic Center. Let's tell you all about it. It all started with a thrilling finish, comeback victory from Bobby Fink in the 800 freestyle, making a big move in the last 50 meters to win gold in that inaugural event. And he wasn't the only one to win gold today. Caleb Dressel picks up his second gold medal of these games, winning in the 100 free. Plus, Katie Ledecky wins a silver medal as part of the US 4x200 freestyle relay, and USA takes silver and bronze in the women's 200-meter butterfly. Another big story, COVID-19, as once again a prominent athlete tests positive. This time, American pole vaulter Sam Kendricks, a true medal contender, now put in isolation and will not compete. In gymnastics, the individual all-around competition for the women takes place without Simone Biles, but look out for Suni Lee, who is a medal contender. Still no word on if Biles plans to compete again in these Olympics. A busy Thursday in Tokyo, and we're covering it all in Tokyo. I'm Matt Barnes.
Another busy day, Adam, to say the least. But I don't know if you saw on Twitter, I woke up to this, but Caleb Dressel, they talked about him, he won the gold medal in swimming. He was able to talk to his family via Zoom, finally, and he was overcome with emotion, just tears falling down his face. And it's one of those moments where you're like, wow, this is an Olympics unlike any other. His wife, his parents couldn't be there to support him. And so finally getting to see them after he won that medal, it was pretty impressive. Yeah, amazing. And yeah, you're right, just kind of strange, the whole vibe around these Olympics, right, with COVID and the family not being able to be there. It's funny, you mentioned what you saw on Twitter this morning. The first thing I saw was all about the earthquake in Alaska. We haven't talked about that yet, but it was an 8.2 magnitude, and that triggered some tsunami warnings that have since been canceled. But you know, different Twitter feeds between you and I guess. Clearly, I'm viewing the sports a little more. You've got the weather covered, but I also have traffic covered too. I always see what's going on with that. And so right now I want to start off by showing everyone what it looks like on 290 right around Gessner, where we had an overnight fatal accident involving a motorcycle. All main lanes are back open. They just reopened about 20 minutes ago. So if you're still seeing those reports, just know the situation has cleared and you can continue traveling outbound right around the Beltway. Going back to the map here so we can take another look at the North Loop. Didn't I tell you that the next time I was talking about traffic, we were going to see those speeds fall a little bit? There is a stalled truck affecting one of your main lanes westbound on the North Loop right around Shepherd. We're seeing 25-mile-per-hour speeds in this part of town because of it. No need for an alternate route, but you can always take that frontage road if you want to. Let's take another live view outside from our Sky Tracker network. This one on top of our CW39 studios, West Park, Tollway, and Hillcroft. Look at all the different colors there and our morning sunrise. You're watching CW39 Houston. No wait, weather, and traffic.
Your nightly session begins at 10 p.m. with 2.5 Men.
Who's in there? Are you married? Because I really thought that.
Your late night laugh therapy on CW39
Houston.
It's rising. The pain is coming.
If you're injured here in Houston,
Paul Smith and Hassler.
There's never a fee unless you win.
Had enough? No. Arthritis. Here, new Aspirin Arthritis. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspirin.
Move to flexible free electricity with the Reliant Truly Free Flex Days plan. Get up to 8 free days every month. Plus, we'll upgrade your plan to solar on us. Reliant. That's power your way.
I've got a responsibility as Star Girl to stay vigilant.
You got a responsibility as school.
You have to decide if putting on that mask is worth messing up everything else in your life.
Being a superhero doesn't mean that the rest of your life takes a back seat. It's about finding a balance.
The staff chose me for a reason. Who are you? I'm Green Lantern's daughter.
There is this villain from the old days.
Why is he in Blue Valley?
Something very bad.
never gonna stop fighting to protect the world from people like you.
Don't you teach these children any manners?
Stargirl. New episodes start Tuesday, August 10th, only on the CW.
Need a new mattress? Shop Rooms To Go, where the best things come in threes and in convenient boxes. Choose from 3 great mattress-in-a-box brands. Nectar, just $16 a month. Casper, $22 a month. Or Purple, only $24 a month. Then enjoy 3 amazing benefits you'll only find at Rooms To Go. Low, interest-free monthly payments for 50 months. 2 free matching pillows, and the ability to try before you buy or buy online. Sleeping better and saving money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Right now at Rooms To Go.
You can't stop this.
Hey! That's why I wanted to be a part of this.
CW 39, Houston. This portion of No Wait Weather and Traffic is brought to you by Mokaram Law Firm. Injured? Call 713-900-2222. Mokaram Law Firm.
2 issues this morning that could affect commuters. One on the North Loop right around Shepherd, and then on the Southwest Freeway frontage road at Williams Trace. So you will be moving slow there, but I wanted to point out on the Gulf Freeway, some Wazers reporting red stop and go speeds right around South Houston to the South Loop. I'll keep checking back in, see if there is an accident, but just something you should be aware of before you leave your house. Let's send things over now to meteorologist Star Harvey.
Well, we're going to start by taking a look here just right behind me from our Sky Tracker network. That is a view of the Los Angeles, California area where the Dixie Fire burns, but we do also have the Oregon Bootleg Fire, which is currently the largest fire in the U.S. with more than 413,000 acres burning. So I went ahead and took the footprint of that fire, laid it out right over the Houston area, and as you can see here, just from the west to the east there, from about Jersey Village all the way down towards our coast, we're seeing about 40 miles there. So I went ahead and did the math, and that is about 704 football fields. I know Texas, we like sports here, so just to put things into perspective, that's how large that fire is. Now, the fire has not received a lot of rain, which is definitely going to help them. The last time they saw some of that rainfall was back on Tuesday, which was 1/10 of an inch, but there are some moisture starting to head that way Thursday into Friday, and in addition, some warmer temperatures do return and the humidity will decrease for that area. We also have some heat of our own building in, along with some humidity here in Southeast Texas. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, but for now, you're watching CW 39 Houston, No Wait Weather and Traffic.
You know when you're at Ross and find just what you need to make any space your space? Yes. That's yes for less. Get the best bargains ever for every room and every budget. At Ross, yes for less.
Destination Japan. Old wealth meets Japanese and foreign brand luxury. Tokyo's premier shopping district, Ginza, is well known for historic department stores, designer boutiques, and upscale restaurants. This window shopper's paradise also boasts some of the most valuable real estate in the world. Destination Japan is brought to you by
Anthony Mahareth, personal injury lawyer for the people.
America's best tasting original oat milk, Silk.
Allergy sufferers, bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. And in a clinical study, after just 1 day, 90% felt powerful 24-hour relief. So be wise all, take Zysol at night.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services.
Being a client of Terry Bryant Law Firm was a really good experience.
They were very helpful, they were fast, and they really cared.
Their hope was for me to get better, be able to be normal again.
They'll talk to you about what options you have, and then at the end of the day, you have the last word.
They took the time to help me, and they showed compassion, and they were understanding.
You feel good knowing that Terry Bryant was on my side.
None of those other moms have to do what I do. How many of them are trying to take down a mining company? My client has been subjected to constant harassment. This car's been following me.
Hey! You just put a giant target on your back.
Joanna Chang, you have a warrant for your arrest?
You're going to push for the maximum sentence.
14 years in jail.
are very serious consequences on the line.
If you aren't willing to do what it takes, then stay out of my way.
Burden of Truth. New episodes premiere Friday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Babe?
Ooh.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
There are many ways to say it.
Yes.
But when you find the best bargains ever at Ross, you'll say yes for less.
I'm so glad you're okay, Sergeant Houston. This is Sam with USAA. Do you see the tow truck?
Yes, thank you. That was fast.
Sergeant Houston never expected this to happen, or that her grandpa's dog tags would be left behind. But that one call got her a tow and rental, paid her claim, and we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Sky with that sun coming on up, and it is a hot one there today. Hot all across Texas for the most part. We've been feeling that heat lately, Hannah, and not just that, but also the humidity. We can't help but have to mention that every time we talk about the weather.
And the bugs.
Yeah.
Can't forget the bugs around this part of the country this time of year.
Not only outside, but inside.
But
for
inside
some places.
too. I got an itch here and there.
We happen to have a couple mosquitoes flying around here this morning.
So we just got it all in Houston. You got to battle the elements everywhere during this summer, especially inside. Always a bit of an issue. But at least we have a nice sunrise. Even here, Dallas looking pretty, but Houston's not too bad this morning.
Yeah, not too bad as well. And you know, we'll have in about an hour we'll have to check our tower cam because we've had those wasps buzzing around right in front of the camera.
They wake up at 7 apparently. Don't wake them up any earlier. They would be very mad.
Yeah, they like to sleep in, it seems like. So we'll see what happens next hour with that. Stick around for it. Let's talk about our weather headlines, as we're basically seeing more of the same type of weather around here. So what that means is we'll have our temperatures today topping out in the 90s. We have not hit 100 yet in Houston so far this summer, but it certainly has felt like the 100s for many days, and that'll continue to be the case here through this week. And also a little spotty rain possible. In fact, this morning we've got a few isolated showers showing up pretty far north and northwest of Houston right now. You can see on radar these little spots up here near and west of the Woodlands, and then just outside of Hempstead a little bit. The other thing you'll notice on radar, this expanding ring on the northwest side, that is most likely a flock of birds taking off for the morning, and they get picked up on radar sometimes. So that ring is not actually rain, but where you see those yellow, orange, red colors, those are where we see a few showers here this morning. That's going north, so staying away from Houston. Temperatures today topping out probably in the middle 90s, but you can tack on up to about 10 degrees on top of that for how hot it may feel this afternoon. That heat index potentially reaching 105 degrees today. Hannah?
Well, Adam, things are pretty busy already out there on the roads. We have 2 new accidents to let everyone know about. Starting on the Fred Hartman Bridge. This is not a good situation. I mentioned this when we were talking about those repairs that needed to be done to the Fred Hartman Bridge on the east side of town, and how all lanes are set up in a contraflow direction here. So anytime there's an accident on the bridge, it's going to be an even bigger issue. You're used to 4 lanes, you've got 2 going both ways, so you will want to plan a lot of extra time. There's not a good alternate route to try to get over that bridge if you're traveling between Baytown and LaPorte. That's why I've been mentioning you gotta plan ahead if traveling on the east side. Other accident is on the Gulf Freeway right before you reach the South Loop. It is affecting inbound lanes. A couple of center lanes as well as the left lane, it looks like, are taken over. You can always take Old Galveston Road, Highway 3, if you would like an alternate route there. Telephone Road, not a bad option as well, taking that inside the loop. Want to check back in on the Southwest Freeway right alongside the freeway, actually at Williams Trace. If you are traveling here, we had a vehicle fire earlier this morning, and it is still blocking a part of that intersection. So stick to the main lanes, take the Highway 6 exit instead if you are trying to get out to maybe Richmond or Rosenberg. I do want to check in on the drive time for the Gulf Freeway just to give you a good idea. 27 minutes right now traveling in from NASA Parkway, trying to get to downtown with that accident right before you reach the South Loop. Sharon, over to you.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Applications are now open for that $30 million COVID relief fund.
Some 20,000 more families can each receive a one-time payment of $1,500 for Harris County Recovery Assistance. About 50,000 families have already received help from the program, and funding from the American Rescue Plan Act can now help even more. If you need help, you have until August the 11th to apply. The program is not first come, first serve. Instead, it prioritizes applicants in the lowest income bracket. Go to our website, CW39.com, for more information on how you can apply. Well, the eviction moratorium ends in just 2 days on July 31st. And now it's been extended several times, but anxiety is growing across the country because that's stopping. Millions of families unable to pay what they owe now fear they're about to wind up on the street. That's especially true for many low-income residents of America's most expensive cities. Tom Negevan has more from New York.
It's called BronxWorks, a tiny staff with a Herculean task, keeping people in their homes, knowing federal help will soon run out.
It's getting more and more anxiety-provoking for a lot of people.
A lot may be an understatement. In New York, 500,000 people are behind on rent, about $2.2 billion worth. Nationally, after 16 months of the pandemic, the numbers are staggering. At least 6.4 million Americans in arrears. Landlords owed more than $20 billion. The stress is enormous.
She said that she can't go to sleep at night.
Families wondering where they'll go when the CDC's eviction moratorium expires on Saturday.
What brings me here is to help my dad out with the rent.
This is the South Bronx, considered the most impoverished congressional district in America. Of the 10 New York City zip codes considered highest risk for evictions, 8 are right here.
I'm just doing what I have to do as a parent, as a human being. I got to take care of my responsibilities. It's okay.
Anna has 4 kids. She's lived in this neighborhood her whole life. Through poverty and addiction, she's been homeless before and worries she soon will be again.
It's an ever so real, slap on the face. And it just hit my stomach. Oh God, what have I done? We really going to be in the street?
Tonight, housing advocates are preparing for mass evictions while holding on to one last thread of hope. A final extension they say would give the states time to distribute billions in rental aid.
And that was Tom Negevan reporting. Now, here in Texas, there are several economic relief programs available, but you need to act quickly for these. For example, Galveston County is accepting short-term rental relief application, and that ends tomorrow, July 30th. The program will pay back rent originally due on or after June 1st of last year. Plus, Texas Rent Relief is still accepting applications too. It provides rental and utility assistance for up to 15 months. This program will remain open until all the funds are gone. If you'd like more on these applications, our website has it too, CW39.com. So please check it out if you need it. Back here at home, we got to talk about our weather and meteorologist Star Harvey. Been busy this morning. Where's some rain out there?
There is some rain, and we're tracking it right here on our radar. But also, our team is keeping up with the weather, and not only here in Houston, but around the country. Yesterday, meteorologist Kerrigan Chauvin was a guest on our sister station's episode of Tracking the Tropics in Tampa, Florida. Let's go out live right now to hear her discuss a few of the main topics covered over there. Kerrigan?
Of Tracking the Tropics was honestly lacking a lot of tropical activity. We were talking about the lack of tropical development that we see in the Atlantic right now. We in fact had to go all the way on the other side of the world to look at the tropics that are impacting the coast of Japan at the moment. But let's go ahead and look at a little snippet of the discussion that we had yesterday.
Hoping that you guys don't have to deal with another tropical system over there, Kerrigan, but unfortunately we probably know that you're at least going to be in the cone at some point as things start to get cranked up.
I mean, it's inevitable at some point, right? We're in a bit of a lull right now thanks to that Saharan dust, but normally that dust dissipates going into the end of August, beginning of September. And that's whenever we start to see those storms ramp up again as we head into September. So once that dust subsides, It's really going to allow for that tropical activity to originate a little bit further out into the Atlantic, closer to the coast of Africa, and then we're going to see those storms start lining up.
We also went over a couple of our favorite hurricane hacks and went into a question and answer survey with people from Facebook sending in their own questions. So you can go online right now at CW39.com and watch that full discussion. It's posted on there with me and members from the WFLA weather team. Coming up, we'll be taking a look at Memorial Park, which is where we are right now. We'll go into just how hot it will be feeling for smart folks that are getting their morning run in early today before things start heating up for us.
Well, looking forward to that, Kerrigan. And while we're lacking in the tropics, we're definitely not lacking here as far as our temperatures throughout Houston. We're at 96 degrees for our highs today. Another day of those afternoon, early evening showers will continue. And in fact, that'll be the story at least through the end of our weekend into parts of our weekend. We'll also see a slight bump up in our highs as we make our way through the weekend. We're talking 97 degrees back to back. Although when we factor in that humidity, it's going to be feeling a lot warmer than that. We get through our weekend and heading in towards next week, we'll see a little bit of a decline, so coming down in those afternoon highs, 95 to get us started. But as that cold front sweeps through on our Tuesday, not only is it going to increase our rain chances, but it's also going to drop our temperatures back down to that 92 mark for Tuesday as well as Wednesday. Hannah?
I don't know, I kind of like Tuesday on that forecast there for us. I don't know why. Normally I'm like a rain go away type of person, but I feel like everyone's kind of hoping they get some. North Loop at Shepherd still dealing with this truck that is on the shoulder, but you can see the police officer here blocking one of those main lanes as you travel westbound towards 290, or if you're trying to get to I-10, maybe the West Loop. Now I want to check back in on the accident near or on the Fred Hartman Bridge on the east side of town, and I want to show you why I don't think an alternate route is really going to help you much. Leaving early will be your best decision to make. So all lanes of traffic are on the southbound side. That's why you see complete green going northbound. That's where the repairs are being made. 7 miles per hour though in either direction if you're traveling from LaPorte or coming in from Baytown. So zooming out, and I can show you an alternate route if you want to take it, but it's going to be just as long. Traveling from Spur 330 to I-10 to the Beltway, back southbound to 225 if you're going to drive through Deer Park, Pasadena maybe. So again, east side of town dealing with an accident on the Fred Hartman Bridge. We also have an accident on the Gulf Freeway. We're off to a busy start this Thursday morning. Let's take a live view through our SkyTracker network out in Shreveport, Louisiana this morning. You're watching CW 39 Houston, no wait, weather and traffic.
Weekdays on CW 39 Houston, reality served hot. You are the fun. Weekdays at 1 on CW 39 Houston.
I was driving home from church and a drunk driver smashed into my car, and I was really scared because I had never been in an accident like that before. I'm really glad that I called Jim Adler because I was able to get a new car, have my medical expenses covered. I would definitely recommend calling Jim Adler just because it was so convenient, it was so easy. They take care of everything.
I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer, and you can count on me to fight for you.
Call today, 713-777-4000.
The Rooms To Go store-wide sofa sale ends this Monday. Get big savings and endless sofa possibilities. Every Rooms To Go sofa is on sale. Save on fabric sofas, plush leather sofas, reclining sofas, sleeper sofas, and sectionals. Every sofa you see is priced low to sell fast. And only Rooms To Go offers an opportunity like this. So shop the Rooms To Go store-wide sofa sale now through Monday. Every sofa is on sale.
At Kroger, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Kroger produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
These balls are moist. Or is that the damp weight of self-awareness you now hold in your hand? Yeah. Keep your downstairs dry with Gold Bond Body Powder.
Heading back to school is more exciting than ever. And when kids have what they need to move forward together, anything is possible. Kohl's.
Common sense news for common sense people.
It's a call to just tell me what's important and then let me decide for myself.
We want the facts. We want to get on with our busy lives.
It's really just about show and tell, not pitch and sell.
When we walk into this building every day, we check our opinions at the door.
What you need are facts, and that's what we're here to deliver. That is the mission, and I think that's what News for All of America means.
You're taking a live look right now from our SkyTracker network camera in Green Bay, Wisconsin. A calm morning after a stormy night across much of Wisconsin. We had an intense line of storms with wind damage around parts of the Midwest. It went from Wisconsin into Chicago, and that's where we're going to start right now with this image I'm showing you here off of Twitter from a reporter with our sister station at WGN in Chicago. So this is what some folks in the suburbs of Chicago are waking up to this morning. You can see a lot of trees down, leaves down in the streets, and there's probably a lot of scenes like this in Chicago this morning as well. Let's go to radar. I'll show you what that line of storms is doing. This is a 12-hour loop, so you can see it coming from the northern Midwest, pushing through Wisconsin, moving through Chicago during the overnight early morning hours, now into parts of Indiana and Ohio. Now, this line of storms is known as a derecho. This is a weather term that indicates a fast-moving, long-lived line of storms with damaging winds. Often these will go for hundreds of miles, last for several hours. So that's what we saw with this one. Here's now a 1-hour loop just to show you where it is right now, passing east of Indianapolis, moving into Ohio, but no severe warnings on this at the moment. Look at all the wind damage reports, though. More than 100 of them stretching from mainly across Wisconsin, the Chicago area, parts of Michigan, northern Indiana, seeing some of those wind damage reports as well. Now, if you're wondering, can a derecho happen here? Yes, it is possible. Here's sort of the derecho climatology, or where they happen most often. So basically it's from North Texas through the Midwest. On average, you'll get one every year in this area. And then on average for us, you see we're in that yellow zone. That would be one derecho every 4 years. So it's pretty rare around here. Hannah?
Kind of an interesting fact. I remember last year we had like a really big one up near Chicago, hearing about that. Let's go back here in town. If you're traveling around Sugar Land, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace, it looks like there's a little bit more activity on the scene right now. Hopefully that means they are going to clear what was a vehicle fire, and now that the sun is coming up, we can see it might have involved an 18-wheeler. So you cannot continue traveling southbound along the frontage road of the Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace. Stick to the main lanes, take Highway 6, exit, and U-turn from there. I do have good news, though, for those of you on the Gulf Freeway. The accident at the South Loop has cleared, but you are still moving a little bit slow, very close to Hobby Airport. So in between the Beltway and the South Loop, just a little bit of extra time, but I don't think you need an alternate route anymore. You could, though, be going around 8 miles per hour right as you approach the area where that accident had taken place. Sharon, over to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Hannah. Well, sad news in the world of television. The kids show Arthur is ending its PBS run after 25 years. And President Biden is pushing his Buy American program. Jane King is live in New York with these stories and more. Good morning to you, Jane.
Hi, Sharon. Good morning to you. Yes, President Biden was in Pennsylvania promoting his Buy American efforts. Now, the administration is championing a $973 billion infrastructure package, $52 billion for computer chip production, sweeping investments in clean energy, and the use of government contracts to create factory jobs. Well, Apple says it will now require both customers as well as staff members wear masks in most of its stores in the U.S. starting today, that is regardless of vaccination status. The move comes after the CDC recommended this week indoor masks for both fully vaccinated people and kids in places with high COVID transmission rates. Disney also said last night that its U.S. theme parks will require masks indoors now. Well, Arthur, the long-running, in fact, the longest-running kids animated series in history is ending on PBS next year. Arthur was an 8-year-old aardvark who navigated life among family and friends in school, and the show had a knack for featuring characters from different cultures, classes, and family backgrounds. Sharon, back to you.
loved that show. And he wore glasses, which I thought was so cool, especially for the kids out there.
He did.
Yeah.
And I remember, I have these fond memories of Arthur because my kids used to watch it. Now they watch TikTok. So it's like how much they've changed, but they did like Arthur when they were younger.
Very much so, and for good reason too. He will
Yes.
be missed. So hopefully there'll be reruns out there. We can always watch that too. So, all right. Thank you so much, Jane. Appreciate it. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Thanks.
Well, listen up, everybody. It's a small house, but it's packed with a whole lot of history. As part of our Destination Texas series, we got an inside look at the Bush Childhood Home in Midland. It's a site thousands of people have visited from all over the world.
Despite living in this house for only 4 years in the 1950s, the Bush considered this home one of the most special houses they've ever lived in because of all the memories.
It's the only one in the country that's been the home of 2 presidents, 2 governors, and a first lady, all in the same family.
The Bushes lived in this home off Ohio Avenue from 1951 to 1955. It's packed with nostalgic items that show what life was like for George H.W. and Barbara and their 4 children. George W., Robin, Jeb, and Neil.
There's only been, so far, 46 presidents, so to have a presidential site, especially one that honors 2 presidents, is very special.
Jacqueline Wolf is the executive director of the Bush House. She gave us a tour of the home. Inside, each room tells a different story. Among them, the living room filled with photos of the family. George W. Bush's childhood room filled with toys he used to play with. And George H. and Barbara's room filled with memories of some of the family's biggest moments.
George and Barbara, even though they were both from New England, and even though they only lived in this area for about 12 years, they loved Texas and made it their home.
Of the many things you learn about the Bushes, one that stood out to me is just how much George W. loved baseball. There's a whole room telling the history of him and the game.
It wasn't until he, became the public relations face of the Texas Rangers that the majority of Texas felt like they got to know him personally.
In Midland, Carson Bush-Jost for Destination Texas.
And there's a new primetime lineup for our news partners at News Nation. Listen up. Rush Hour starts at 5 p.m. tonight, followed by the Donlin Report at 6, On Balance at 7, News Nation Prime at 8, and Banfield at 9 p.m. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside, courtesy of our Sky Tracker network. This is all the way in New York City, the beautiful Statue of Liberty. We're CW39 Houston, no wait weather and traffic.
Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza. Made from fresh, never frozen dough that's built for dunking and stuffed with cheese. Try Epic Stuffed Crust with 1 topping for just $12. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So trees, you won't take me down. When allergies attack, take Allegra.
Before your symptoms take over you.
Live your greatness.
For your fresh fruit, excellent customer service, unbeatable prices, 300%.
Wazobia African Market. Great saving, great value. Wazobia Market. Market fresh, low prices, real people.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. When disaster strikes, call Terry Bryant. All too often, a catastrophic event happens and innocent people are hurt and killed. Refinery explosions, train crashes, construction accidents, offshore rig disasters. When it matters most, call board-certified lawyer and former judge Terry Bryant. Call 713-973-8888. You deserve justice. You deserve Terry Bryant.
Hi, I'm Daryl W. Broussard, pastor of the Greater Pure Light Church. I love being a part of gospel programming here on Channel 39. Join us every Sunday at 5:30 a.m. It promises to bless your life. I'll see you Sunday.
This is a paid advertisement by Amel and Farrar & Ball LLP for legal services.
Every rider has a story. For some, it takes an unexpected turn, but you don't have to face it alone. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS, Texas Motorcycle Lawyers.
Destination Japan. Holding the record of world's tallest tower and second highest building, Tokyo Skytree stands 2,080 feet. Home to more than 300 shops and restaurants, the tower also boasts 2 observation decks. Its highest public viewpoint, 1,476 feet above street level. Destination Japan, brought to you by
Burlington, where you can get incredible deals at wow prices every day.
You want to make pizza night with the family even better? Bam! Get yourself the new Parmesan crusted papadilla. It's like a golden, crispy little fireworks show in your mouth. Get a new Parmesan crusted papadilla for only $7. Papa John's.
Well, believe it or not, August is just a couple of days away. We are soon to be in the heart of hurricane season. Right now, though, things remain pretty quiet across the Atlantic. So let's get into the tropics right now, and I'll start where we may have some named storms pretty soon. In fact, 2 of them may be coming our way over the next few days. That is the eastern Pacific, so we're looking just west of Mexico. 2 disturbances, high potential for development according to the National Hurricane Center. But then it's the opposite thing as we head over towards the Atlantic, the Gulf, the Caribbean. Hurricane Center says likely no development expected over the next 5 days, and even beyond that, we're not seeing a whole lot in the works. Part of the reason for the lack of development lately, there's been these waves of dust moving off the coast of Africa. That's common for this time of year, and that helps to limit any type of tropical development in the Atlantic. But as we get into August, these are the areas to watch, the areas of origin, and when we look at the climatology for the tropics. So we start to see a lot of activity building right around the Caribbean Sea, but that can be also forming in the Gulf of Mexico and also off the east coast of the U.S. But this is also now getting into the time of year when we have to keep an eye on some of these areas of low pressure that come off the coast of Africa. Sometimes those can form way out there in the Atlantic, and eventually, if that takes the right path, they can end up approaching the Gulf of Mexico. Also want to mention this, if you're wondering what the weather is like in Tokyo for the Olympics, they've got likely rain in the forecast for Friday. That's going to keep those temperatures lower with highs in the middle part of the 80s. Should be drier for Saturday, upper 80s, and then maybe some scattered rain coming back by Sunday. Hannah?
Back to the Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace and show you just an updated view of this accident. It was a vehicle fire from earlier this morning, and I mentioned there was more activity here just a few minutes ago in saying, oh, I hope they clear it soon. Well, crews are working on clearing it, but you can't see it right now. But in this area, there's a bulldozer actually clearing what was a part of this accident. Not sure exactly what is involved here, but I would not expect those frontage road lanes southbound to be open anytime soon. So just be aware of that. Stick to the main lanes. They're going to be a much better option, not affected right now. You can't exit at Highway 6 and U-turn from there. Right now, you're taking a look at 146 at the Fred Hartman Bridge, where we have those contraflow lanes. Now, the thing here is we had an accident earlier this morning, so that has cleared. Both lanes seem to be going pretty good right now, moving pretty good. Just be aware that anytime there's an accident here for the next 2 months, it's going to be a bigger issue because all traffic is on that southbound side with 2 lanes each direction. In between Baytown and LaPorte is a part of town we are talking about. Let's take a live view from our Sky Tracker network now out at our CW39 studios, West Park Tollway and Hillcroft. The perfect timing for this view of this sunrise. You're watching CW39 Houston. No wait, weather, and traffic.